Hello friends! Today I'm going to talk about something that I get quite a few questions about on my blog fairly often, and that is learning Korean, which is what I am currently in the process of doing myself. I thought I would make a video and kind of just put everything together. Hopefully it won't be too long of a video because, I mean, who wants that? Kind of a lot to say, so we're just going to try to do this really fast. The video is going to be split into two parts so that you can skip ahead if you want to, or whatever. Hopefully I remember to timestamp it somewhere around here. This part will be tips and just helpful little things that I can think of for someone who is learning this particular language. I don't know if it will apply to every language. And the second part will be resources that will help you learn, mostly free because I don't have money, so all the stuff I use is free. Quickly before I start, if you see these cords peeking out at any point, they're my heart monitor. Just ignore those. They're just gonna be covered up, hopefully. So to begin, first thing that I want to press into your mind, if you're thinking about learning Korean, always learn Hangul first. Always, always, always. It will help you so much. It is the Korean alphabet, and it will help you learn so much quicker, and it will just be so handy. It teaches you the sounds, it teaches you how to write in Korean, it teaches you how to read the Korean characters, which usually look really kind of scary if you don't know the language and you're looking at them, you're like, oh my god, these are just a bunch of doodles. It'll help you so much. Learn Hangul. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Do it. Second tip would be to take it extremely slow because learning Korean takes a long time. I know people that have been learning for several years that are only just now starting to become fluent because it does take a lot of effort. Not only are you learning how to speak it and spell it, you have to learn how to put the sentences together, you have to learn what order everything goes in, you have to learn the honorifics, and it's not like English. There are also these things called cases that we do not have in English that you have to learn, and just, it's a lot of time and effort. So be sure that you want to learn it, but also make sure you're having fun. That's my next tip. Make sure you are having fun while you're learning, because if you're not, it's just gonna feel like you're in school being pressured to take a test, and you're not gonna do well in that case. Make sure you are having fun as much as you can. I like to turn it into a game, and I will get to that when I get to the resources, because there's something that will help you with that. But I turn it into something kind of fun for myself. I do it every single day. I study every single day, even if it's just a little bit, because if you don't do it every day, you're gonna start forgetting things, and you're not gonna progress at all. That's just how it is. Study. Study a lot is my next tip. Study as much as you can without burning yourself out. Because like I said, if you're not enjoying it, it's just gonna feel like something you have to do and not like something you want to do. But for an hour, do it for half an hour, whatever, make sure you are studying. Study, study, study. It's like school, okay? You have to do it if you want to learn. But have fun with it, okay? Just please have fun. Next tip is to find friends who are learning or who want to learn and talk to each other about it. Talk to each other in the language if you can, if you know that much about it. Not everybody learns the same way, not everybody learns at the same pace. You may not learn as fast as one of your friends, or you may learn faster than one of your friends. It doesn't make you better or worse than them, it just means you guys learn in different ways and at different paces. So, me myself, I'm not very good with languages in general, because, well, first of all, I have a tiny little speech impediment, so even speaking English is hard for me sometimes. I don't pick up languages that easily, and Korean is supposed to be one of the hardest languages, so it's harder for me than I feel like it should be. I feel like that's all of the tips that I wanted to give. Hopefully I won't forget anything. If I do, just There'll probably be stuff over here throughout the video of me butting in while I'm editing. But onto the resources. Like I said, pretty much all free because that's all I can afford. First thing that I use is howtostudykorean.com, I believe is what it's called. If I got that wrong, I'll put it here. Probably one of the most helpful websites that I have used trying to learn Korean because the way things are laid out is just really simple. They split everything into units. So unit 1, unit 2, unit 3. Each unit has about 30 lessons in it. At the moment, I think there are like 150 lessons in total on the website. I think that's like pretty much covering everything you need to know about learning Korean, at least what they can fit into an online class. It is all totally completely free. Each lesson gives you vocabulary words that you can write down and study. They will give you examples in Korean, and sometimes you might not understand them because they're a little advanced. Sometimes they use grammar that's a little more advanced than what you're learning, and they'll mention that, which is kind of irritating. But it's cool because then you can go back and you'd be like, oh my god, I understand this now, and I didn't then. Like, that's what I do. That website is how I found the app that I use every single night. I found the app through the website, but I never actually looked at it through my months and months of learning from this website until someone on my blog actually suggested that I check the app out, and I did, and I've been using it ever since then. It's a website as well, so you don't have to do the app. You can actually go online and do all of it. Pretty much everything. I think everything you can do on the app, you can do on the website. The app is called Memrise. I'll put it here so you can see. And I will leave a link to that as well as howtostudykorean.com down there. The reason why I like Memrise is because not only is it connected to the lessons on how to study Korean, as in that the vocabulary words that they give you each lesson are in Memrise as a pack. They're put together by the people who run the How to Study Korean website. You can search for the name How to Study Korean, and there will be like pack 1, pack 2, you know, and it's all the vocabulary words from each of the lessons. So you just go by what lesson you're on the website, and then you can use Memrise. And what Memrise is kind of a game app. So it's helping you memorize words in other languages so that you remember them by giving you little games, little memorization games. So it'll give you a word in English at the top, and say that word is curtain. So it'll give you the word curtain, and then it'll give you 4 options in Korean, and you have to pick the one that means curtain in Korean. Sometimes it reverses it, so it'll be a Korean word and you have to pick in English what that means, or whatever language you speak. I'm just associating English because that's what I speak. You can also learn so many different languages on Memrise. Like, there's so many different things. I already started looking into Japanese because I got ahead of myself. I'm not even that far along in Korean. Another cool thing about Memrise is that it will keep track of the days that you have learned. So if you learn every day, it'll keep your progress. I am currently almost at 100 days in a row that I have gone on there and done the number of words per day that I have set my goal at. So I think I'm at 5 words, learn 5 words a day, you know, and that's just this round of learning. I was actually at 26 days previously and I accidentally missed a day, so it reset it. So it's technically been like 130 days that I have been using Memrise, and I believe I have learned somewhere around 500 words. There's also an app called Talk to Me in Korean that I haven't personally downloaded, but I have looked into quite a bit because I was going to download it and I didn't. But a lot of people have said it seems to help them a lot. So that's another thing I would recommend checking out. They have books too. Talk to Me in Korean, it has books, and they have a YouTube channel, so that's awesome. They have a pretty popular YouTube channel. And one more thing I would recommend is checking out Sweet and Salty TV, I think is what her channel is, or Sweet and Salty. I will leave a link to that below and put the proper name for her channel right here so that you can actually see what it's called, because I'm stupid and I don't know what it's called right now. I've been learning Korean since December of 2015, so it's been about almost 8 months, maybe, possibly, something like that. I consider myself still quite an intermediate / beginner learner. I'm not very far along. I currently am just focusing on vocabulary and not so much the grammar, because the grammar is the hard part. It's so hard. I'm not able to like look at every single thing and be like, oh, that's what that's called in Korean, because I'm just not that good yet. But hopefully in the future I will revisit this video and give more tips and more resources. I've heard that Rosetta Stone is quite useful, but I'm not able to afford that, so I can't tell you for sure. But I hope I haven't forgotten it. I don't want anyone to feel discouraged about learning Korean, because honestly, it is hard until you get to a certain point. So just persevere and you'll do great. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me and I will gladly answer them if I'm able to. Like I said, I'm still a beginner. I don't know everything, but I like to try to help when I can. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.